Hey YouTube, I'm Graham and this is my first and very unprofessional video. But I wanted to put this out there. I've started posting just this week, so this is day 2, about a new SaaS product that I'm building, which is called RepostIQ. The nuts and bolts of what this is designed to do is that this is a social media management tool which is designed with an AI first logic. It's meant to be smarter, easier, and it's meant to bring together a whole lot of functionality you'll find out there in the marketplace, but brought together into one easy place with a very simple, very clean interface to allow you to create and manage your content effortlessly across multiple social media channels. That is it in a nutshell. Sounds easy, right? Yeah, I've got a huge dev team working for me. But in all seriousness, I'm doing this on my own. So no funding, completely bootstrapped. I'm doing this in public, so I'm showing warts and all as my cat goes past. And I'm doing this part-time. I'm working a full-time job. I'm not a coder. I'm working with a tool called Cursor AI, and I'm building this very much all with AI to drive my ideas and bring this to life. So this is the start of my journey building RepostIQ, which I'm going to be building out over the next month into a minimum product, looking to go into an early closed beta, and then moving forward into May, June, July, get towards more launching. Lots more to follow. So this is the start of the journey. So what is the point of this video? What is the point of the videos that I'm going to post in the coming days and weeks? Well, ultimately, if you're someone like me and you've got ideas about things that you'd love to create, but you're not a developer, you don't know where to start, but you want to try, and maybe you have tried and you've not succeeded, which is exactly the situation I'm in, then I'm going to walk you through the real journey of how I'm going to go about this. I'm going to walk you through every week what I'm building, what's working, what is not working, and how I'm actually going to approach this. How am I going to deal with the highs of success, but also the lows of failure. And I'm going to be doing that every week to give you a real update. And I'd invite you, if you ever come across this video, to ask me questions. I'll be happy to answer any questions. I've been inspired by so many people out there that I've seen initially on YouTube videos. So if this helps one person, then it's been a fantastic and well worth time spent. So with that in mind, this is just to serve as an intro, but this is week 1 of my app development. So I just like to spend a minute giving you an update on what I've been doing. So as I said, RepostIQ is now got a waitlist signed up. You can go to the website and check it out, sign up for a waitlist. I'll be posting videos here weekly. This week is really just about foundational layers. So as I've said, I'm building everything through a tool called Cursor AI. And Cursor AI essentially is plugged into AI tool like Claude, like your ChatGPT, etc. Whatever tools you think are appropriate. For me personally, I'm working with Claude 3.7. I think it's better from a coding perspective. And what I have done so far is I have worked with Cursor to take my business ideas and build them into a product requirements document, into software requirements document, and also into my initial user interface documents. And what I'm using these for are essentially guardrails for the for the AI to say, this is what I'm trying to design. These are the limitations you need to work in. Otherwise, it will run amok. If you're interested in seeing those, I'm absolutely happy to share those. I'm doing this in public, happy to share the information. So in terms of the tech stack that I've set up, I'm working on setting up on Next.js as a framework. So underlying everything's been built on Next.js. I'm tying this into a database, which is a free database run by Supabase, so no cost there. And from a hosting perspective, I'm also deploying this onto a tool called Vercel. And again, got any questions, you don't know what these are? I'm no expert. I'm happy to share my opinions, my thoughts about what's good, what's difficult, etc. So far I've got all of these deployed and they are working well. I've got the initial framework set up, so with 2 domains. So our main marketing domain, which is on RepostIQ.com, and also a second domain, which is where the actual app will live, which is going to be app.repostiq.com. What I'm working on right now is actually the authentication. So essentially what happens when a user signs up and we have to save them as a user, we validate them and we give them access to the app. And how do we handle that? Sounds easy. Well, I'll tell you, I found out to my dismay it is not so easy. I started using a tool called Clerk, and I was using this because it's meant to be very easy to use, but I found it very difficult, mainly because I'm using those 2 domains, and I found out after starting to implement, this is going to cost a lot more in add-ons. So after spending a full day building all this and running into trouble, I have now had to rip it all out, and I'm now rebuilding my authentication layer built actually in Supabase, which should be easy, but again, because I'm building on 2 domains, I'm coming into all sorts of issues. So I'll go into this more later this week about what sort of issues, etc. But if you've got questions, you're interested to know more, please let me know. I hope this, this series may prove useful for someone. It might prove cathartic to me as I'm trying to build this out. This was a little bit rambling, longer than I wanted it to be. But thanks for your patience if you're watching this. This really is all about, if you're into SaaS, you're into AI tools, if you're into building something as, a single person without being coder, this is for you. So follow along, subscribe so you get notifications. I'm going to be posting at least once a week, if not more, but I'll also be posting onto other channels, which I'll link in the YouTube description, etc. below. So thank you, and I'll speak to you soon.